for that, Lauren. Well, in your Health Watch this morning, specifically speaking to you ladies, we're talking about heart disease, the things that you need to know to protect yourself and the women in your life that you love. And fellas, you can help out here too. Of course, this is all a fight that we have to join in. I've got a really great guest with me this morning. This is Patricia Moore-Pastides. Now, she is the Go Red for Women of the Midlands chairperson, and she's joined us this morning to talk about the 10th anniversary event you have guys going on tomorrow that culminates in the luncheon. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Brett. I'm very happy to be here with you.
So tell me about this event tomorrow.
Well, we're going to have some fun tomorrow. Tomorrow is a culmination of raising hopefully $130,000 for the American Heart Association of the Midlands to try to promote a better understanding of heart disease in the female population, because women always think it's the men that get heart disease, but you know, we do too. #1 killer of women here in South Carolina and really across the country.
You said to me sometimes when you say that stat, people don't believe you.
Well, you know, I think the cancers have done a really good job of educating the public, so we see the pink ribbon everywhere, but we also have to remember that heart disease claims a lot of lives of women. And it's one thing to die of a heart attack if you're very elderly. It may not be the worst way to go, but you know, you don't want to die prematurely from heart disease.
Or lose someone you love prematurely because of heart disease.
Right. We spoke earlier about my dad, who died 30 years ago this year at the age of 56. From a massive heart attack. And what we know now, the good news is that it's very preventable.
How so? What is it that people need to really, you know, remember and keep in mind?
Well, I always think of 3 main things. The first is not to smoke, because if we've learned anything in public health, it's that smoking is really dangerous for us, and it's contributes to heart disease. Having a sedentary lifestyle and not exercising is very bad. Even if you already have a heart condition, typically you will be advised to do some form of exercise. Even if you've already had a heart attack, you're in a cardiac rehab program, because we know it's very important to use that muscle and to keep it healthy. And the last thing, of course, is my kind of area, which is the traditional Mediterranean diet, because it has...
It's delicious.
It's delicious. You feel really satisfied, and it's very, it lowers our risks for everything that contributes to heart disease, including high blood pressure, high cholesterol, inflammation, diabetes, and it goes on and on.
What do you think is the key in a Mediterranean diet that really offers that many benefits?
Well, I think one of the things is that the balance of plant-based foods to animal-based is very weighted toward the plant-based.
Okay.
So while it's not a vegetarian diet, the meats are quite limited. You might find them as part of a stew rather than, you know, I always say the giant Fred Flintstone steak hanging off the plate.
Or a lot more seafood.
You have more seafood, you have more bean dishes for protein, and most of all, lots of really fresh vegetables. Everything is cooked in olive oil, which we know has great salubrious properties, so that's very good. And a little red wine doesn't hurt either.
You get me talking about food, I'll just keep going. So what do people need to know about this event tomorrow, and how can they get involved here in the Midlands?
Right. Well, it's never too late to make a contribution. Tomorrow is the luncheon. We start at 11 o'clock at the Alumni Center at the university, brand new Alumni Center. So excited to showcase that to our community.
Oh, very exciting.
And we're going to have about an hour's worth of expo where different people who have goods and services relating to health will be available to give out samples and to kind of talk to us about their work.
So can anyone go?
Yes, anyone can go, but they should probably call the American Heart Association of the Midlands to make a reservation. Because we do have a full house, but we can always, you know, that room seats 600, so we can always expand. We're happy to do so.
So what's the benefit of bringing all these people together under one roof?
Well, we're going to hear a great speaker tomorrow. That's Katherine Heigl, our director of DHEC, and she has a personal story to tell about how heart disease has affected her family. And I think it's going to be a time to both think about risks and educate ourselves, but also support each other as women. And we're looking forward to that.
Well, thanks for coming on this morning. I really like the idea of supporting each other as women. And there's one thing here that kind of stuck with me. 16 women per day die from heart disease and stroke. That's right here in South Carolina. So remember that, you guys. And if you have any questions, this is the 10th anniversary luncheon of Go Red for Women here in the Midlands. Stay with us, you guys. We'll be back in just a minute.